Hi there, my name is Carola and I'm taking 1 year to bike around Europe with the goal of meeting as many Christians from as many different backgrounds. Now maybe you've seen my last video from last Thursday. If you haven't, you can go back and watch it after you watch this video. But I was visiting Tim Guttenberger. He is starting a church in Marburg who has a very new concept, I would say. And I thought our conversation was really interesting. So I didn't want to cut it short. I wanted to give it a full video, which is this video. But I think it's really important for me to say before I start off the rest of our conversation that this project to me is so special because I think it's important that even if we have different opinions about some topics, it's really important to listen to each other and to have conversations. So I think that a lot of people might not agree with everything that this church in Marburg is doing and what it stands for, but I do think we should go out of our way. You can start with little things like just watching a video like this to just listen to different perspectives. So yeah, that's really important for me to say. You do not have to agree with everything that's being said in this video. I will have people on this channel, and I have had people on this channel who have very different perspectives on some topics that are discussed in this video. And it's important to me that we stay respectful in the tone of voice that we use when we talk to each other, even if we disagree with each other. So if you choose to comment on this video, which I highly encourage with all of my videos, then I just would like to ask you to stay respectful. Okay, so with that, I hope you enjoy the rest of my conversation with Tim.
I think one thing that really fascinates me the most about your church is that not only there are different people, but there are different theological directions. I don't know if that's the right word, but people who come from a very charismatic background, and then also people who come from the state church. And if you don't know what that means, you can watch my second video. So how do you deal with that range of different perspectives?
Well, as I said, we have different spaces where we discuss different opinions, and on the other hand, I would say it's very into our church culture that we want to hear different opinions and we need another perspective on topics. And yeah, we do that in after the sermon, as I said, or after an event, but also we have it in our history. For example, the hot topic homosexuality, which is a huge thing in the Christian world, especially in Germany as well, in the evangelical world. And if you are part of UND Marburg, you know that we are very open-minded and every person is welcome. And you have to accept that there are some gay people in our church that are part of UND Marburg in volunteering or in some work that we do. And I think this is also kind of an identity marker where people know, okay, Marburg is open-minded for those people. That means they're a bit more progressive for some people. For other people, it's like the normalest thing ever that a gay person is part of a church or something. So yeah, I would say we try to establish it in our church culture that we have this different opinions and that the Vielfalt is a good thing.
What does that look like exactly when you go to church service of yours? Is there somebody preaching something with a completely different opinion one week from the next week, or do you try to combine all these ideas in one sermon every week?
Well, I would say it's crazy, maybe both. Yeah, if you are apart from UND Marburg, you know that the service or the sermon is different almost every time. So sometimes you have a more progressive, maybe post-evangelical preacher about deconstruction or something, or then the next preacher preaches about justice and what is the role of Christians with justice in our world. And the third preacher, he preaches about that you need Jesus in your life and he can transform your life and stuff. So we have different preachers with different biographies, with different opinions, and yeah, they come together. Of course, we have our boundaries as well. We would not let, I don't know, super liberal or super fundamental theology take place in our church in a sermon. But yeah, I would say we have a pretty wide range of different opinions, and that's what makes us out.
How did you create a leadership that represents such a range of different people?
So we don't have one pastor. We have a leadership team, a coordination team from 12 people, and we meet every second week and we discuss a lot. You know Marburg a bit, and we love to discuss and to talk and to have an opinion, and it's very academic, I would say, in Marburg. And so is the leadership team as well, most of them. And so we discuss very much, and we have different opinions, and we bring them together, and we have, for example, if we need a decision, we talk about it a lot, and if it's more important than more than this, and we try to involve the whole church. We have a system which is called, and it's separated in 3 kind of people categories: in Interessierte, interested people, then in Weggefährten, so people that go along the way with us, and maybe they work or volunteer in the church somewhere. And then we have Mitglieder, so members of the church. And yeah, so we try to involve all those 3 categories, but it's not, yeah, we have to communicate a lot, I would say, in our leadership system.
Yeah, I bet. And I mean, it makes sense. You can't like represent literally everybody in leadership. Like that's probably impossible, but it sounds like you guys put a lot of work into it, and it's obviously paying off. A lot of people are coming. So what are the plans for the next years for you guys?
That's a good question. Well, we are homeless right now. We have this service place which is awesome, the Lokschuppen here in Marburg, right next to the central station. But next year we are getting rooms for us, like right next to Lokschuppen. And we're thinking about to be getting a movement. So maybe in other cities in Germany where we planned not in UND Marburg, but in UND, I don't know, Berlin or whatever. And then more and more people, can visit, I don't know, this type of church.
Thank you so much for talking to me about it. One question I always ask everybody that I interview is, how can we pray for you?
That's a good question. For us, it's super important not to lose our focus on people and on relationships, and to really connect with different kind of people, and to reach the people here in Marburg which are not, grown up as Christians or have no connection to to Jesus or Christianity. And we would like to reach those people and to embrace them, that they feel welcome in our church, and then we can know each other and stuff. Yeah, that would be cool.
That's a really beautiful thing to pray for. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching, and now off to the next location.
Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Please don't go yet. I know some people don't believe me when I say this, but it is really, really important for the success of this video, so that many people can see it. If you comment it, if you like it, of course, if you want to share it with somebody, that's the best thing. So if you want to support my project, I would be so, so grateful if you do that. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that below. Next Thursday, I am taking a ferry in the video to Sweden, and I will show you what my time in Sweden was like in the next video. It will be out on Thursday, so I hope I will see you then.